I'm Susan Nicholas, and today we're going to talk about the language of money, or how we really communicate with money to get what we most want and deserve. This is really the art of the ask. How do we communicate with this language of money to get back what we really, really want and what we really desire? If you've listened to my previous videos, joined my Frequency of Money program, visited my website, you probably understand by now that money is a form of energy. And this energy, at its very core, has a consciousness. That consciousness is rooted in the energy of everything. That's where our consciousness comes from, not from the physical money, not from the physical self, but from the energy of us, from the energy of money. And there's a way that we communicate with this money that in the past has probably been very unconscious for us. And money, as a result, has shown up for us in many unpredictable, often disturbing ways. And so what we want to do is elevate our perspective about money, and in doing so, really transform our language around money and how we properly ask this powerful energy for what we need and what we want. And in the English language, we use these words need and want almost very freely, unconsciously, not really understanding what we're doing. And I've mentioned that often what is in need of change when it comes to money is transformation of our feelings about money. But we also must recondition our language, how we speak about money. See, both work together. In fact, when we see that there are situations when money hasn't shown up, it's because we've said one thing and feel another. And so we must bring our language and our feelings, how we speak about it in our hearts, in alignment. One is not necessarily more powerful than the other, but the idea is that the way that we truly feel is what is returned to us from the universe, because the language of the universe is the frequency of our feelings. So we can say one thing and feel another, and that almost acts as a cancellation or a delay of our request, where when our language and our feelings are in alignment and they're together and they're both energetically yes, there's this powerful transformation that comes, this power behind our money, how we perceive it shows up for us in just amazing ways. So there's an acceleration or just this kind of a symbiotic, kind of accuracy that comes when our language matches our feelings, vice versa. Okay, so how do we speak about money and how do we speak to money? And I would say there's two parts of that, because we can't, for instance, think of money or speak about money as being dirty or only for the rich or the root of evil. We can't think like that and say something different, like we want more money, we need it, we wish there's more money, and have those thoughts. And then we can't have feelings or beliefs around money, around lack, around low self-worth, or not deservedness or not enoughness around money. That everything must be in alignment. How we speak about money, how we think about money, how we feel. And I'm telling you, it's much easier to get your language on board if your feelings are on board, if how you feel about money is transformed. Just like it's much easier to get your language on board if you're thinking about money as a form of energy with its own unique consciousness. So it's a really reconditioning of ourselves, of our thoughts, of our feelings, of our actions, of our beliefs, to really master the art of the ask, the language of money. So again, it starts with this authentic feeling about it. I really think everything can follow if we feel kind of good about money, if we we trust it, if we love it, it starts with really our feelings, our authentic, true feelings, feelings of gratitude. If they're real, if they're authentic, if they're true. So the feelings, that often influences our thoughts. If we feel good about it, we think, like, yes, we're expansive in our thoughts, our bodies change, our faces change when we are loving something versus when we're mistrusting or we're hating something or we feel awful about something. It transforms us in a physical, emotional, spiritual way. So our authentic feelings, we've talked about this in prior videos and programs. We have to get our feelings on board because, again, that is the language of the universe. That is the language of the energy of money. It is a frequency. And this powerful energy that is our money, it picks up on our vibrational resonance, like how we are vibrating. We say we are vibing a certain way. That's how we're feeling. So how do we feel about it? What energy are we in? Are we in good mood or bad mood? That's your vibe. That's your energy. So how do we feel about this money will really dictate how money shows up for us. And don't think that, you can talk a good talk or walk a good walk, act a certain way, pretend like, it's raining money, but inside you feel scared or you feel inadequate or you feel greedy for wanting more money. Maybe you feel like you don't deserve it. Maybe you're trying to show off and pretend like you have lots of money when you're afraid. So again, you cannot fool this energy. It picks up on your vibrational resonance and returns to you what you truly feel. That is really the most powerful part of this whole mastery of self, is really transforming feelings. And so sometimes these feelings need healed. Sometimes there was a crime committed around money in your family, or there was a desperate situation that caused a great deal of pain. So some of this really requires us to heal our relationship with money. I'll share with you, I had to do that to get my money situation right. It wasn't academic. I believed I understood it. I had been consciously awake for many years and still struggled with money. And it would frustrate me to no end because I believed I understood. But it was the feeling inside of me, a deep-seated, a deep-rooted energy of shame inside of me that prevented me from really living and believing and feeling my own self-worth. And the way that you know that, sometimes we can't get to the root of the feeling. Sometimes the infraction or what happened to us or the scenario in our families, sometimes it happened when we were children, before we had formal language, before we could understand it. And we didn't have a way of talking about it, and we just carried this feeling with us. And so you'll notice, if you have fully transformed this energy or feeling about money, if when a situation surrounding money shows up again, like it's something you've seen before, and you feel the same way. Yes, times have changed, you've changed, you've gotten older, you've changed, your situation has changed. The scenario might look slightly different, but it ends up being lack, you don't have enough. Notice how you feel. And if you have a feeling inside of that scenario, like a feeling of doom, a feeling of fear, that feeling has not been transformed, that has not yet been transformed. And the universe is showing it to you again to give you another opportunity to transform it. You see, we are in a benevolent universe that only wants to serve you. And so, again, if we're dealing with these very dense feelings and we have yet to transform them, we can talk all the right stuff about money all we want. If our feelings aren't in alignment, we're going to still continue to see really sabotaging, confusing, frustrating scenarios around money showing up for us. So it's imperative that we heal our relationship with money, that we let go of limiting beliefs, that we release them, that we give our true authentic selves when we're in the ask, that it's true, that it's authentic, it's in a place of love, it's in a place of bliss, it's a place of trust and belief. That's how we must ask, from that place. Now, when it comes to the art of it, and I alluded earlier about this idea in the English language, we use the idea of I want and I need. That's how we start our money requests, even if we do it unconsciously. We say we want something or we need something. And inside we'll have feelings of lack or desperation. Like, we'll desperately want something or we'll need something, and we'll be on our knees. We might be praying about it. We might be pacing the room about it. And as we're saying we want and we need, we're feeling lack. We're feeling distrust, like it's not going to show up. Like I ask over and over and over again because I didn't believe that I'm heard. And so there's an art of this where we have elevated our vibrational frequency to a place where we are in harmony with what we're thinking, what we're speaking, and what we're feeling. That all of those are in alignment. And that really it's in alignment with purpose. Like we are true to ourselves. So if I'm, for instance, really want something out of revenge or jealousy, or to show someone that I prove something, and it's in that spirit, then again, you will see scenarios that create jealousy and whatnot. So we must come from an authentic place of gratitude, of love, of joy, of true bliss when we ask for money. And usually that comes when we're in our passion, when that money's going to be used for something that we absolutely love. It could be our new home. It could be these beautiful pair of shoes or a handbag. It could be for a car. It doesn't matter what the thing is. There's nothing wrong with wanting something, but allow that want to come from a place of love and joy of it, a pure bliss. Like imagine that you already have it and how you would feel. And feel that's the feeling you carry in your ask of how awesome it would be. And like you were just overjoyed with the idea of it. Like that it's expansive to you. Maybe it's out of your comfort zone and you've never had anything like it. And oh, how amazing it would be to finally reach or attain this thing. That's where that energy comes from, out of pure love of it. Not to show off to someone, not to prove anything, not to prove you're worthy. You must know that you are worthy. It's for you. This is between you and you. You, the physical you, and you, the higher self of you. You, the soul or the essence of you. That you already know that this is, you deserve it. It's not to prove that to yourself or to anyone else. And so when we make this ask, we ask it in the present tense as if it is. You see, there is no time. That is a construct that we're in. And the only time is now. We call it the present. And so ask as if it is. Ask in the now. Be in the present. State it in the present. So I'll give you an example. There's a conference that I want to attend, or there's a vacation I want to go on. And in our timeline, it's set to the future. I want to do it next week, next month, next year. It doesn't matter. That's not, the universe doesn't matter. It doesn't care about that. It doesn't see time as we do. But the idea is that I just imagine that I have it and how awesome that vacation's going to be, or how much value I'm going to give at this conference, or how, I'm going to speak and transform lives. I just think about that. And then I think to myself, all right, I'm in the third dimension and this is going to cost money, right? I need money to be behind it. I need the power of the money to flow for this to also happen, to bring this into the third dimension, to bring this into my reality. So I make the request. Dear energy of money, dear spirit of money, dear consciousness of money, dear universe, you call it what you need to help you, what feels right for you. And make your ask in a presence. I have, what is the number? I've got $2,500 to attend this conference. I'm flying first class. Hey, I need the money. That costs money. I need 5-star accommodation. I'm worth it. I'm going to show up rested well. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to look great. I'm going to feel great. I'm going to have comfortable shoes, beautiful clothes. I'm going to show up how I feel I deserve to show up. And send that out to the universe. Send that out to the energy of money. Make your request like it is, as if you trust that it is done. I make this request from my heart. I'm excited about it. I'm in love with the idea. I can't wait for it. And then you set your request. I have $2,500. I have $25,000. It doesn't matter the number for whatever it is that you need. You need $1.2 million for that dream home. Ask, and resonate that how beautiful this house is, how you've identified it, how you've been doing all your homework, it's perfect for you. You deserve it, every bit of it. And put your request out to the universe. I have the 1.2 million I need to purchase my dream home. And just imagine living there and how amazing that's going to feel, how amazing you're going to feel. And feel it now, like be in the moment of turning the key, walking through the door, and it's yours. That's what the universe wants. It wants to give you everything that you want. This energy of money is in service to you. It wants to give you everything that you request. But you must believe it for yourself, that you're good enough, that you deserve it. And you must trust that the universe, that this energy of money hears your request. So it's not about begging for it. It's not out of desperation. It's out of joy and love. And some of us think, I'm going to ask for money and then just miraculously, I'm going to just see, deposits into my bank account. I'm going to see these numbers on a screen get bigger and bigger, and I'm just going to sit back. Well, the energy of money works in miraculous ways. And it is about connections. It is about ideas. It is about opportunities. It is about putting people in your life. It's about all of it. There's a continuum of wealth. It's not just money. Money is one of the components on the continuum of wealth. It's giving you the health, the vitality, the energy, the ideas to do it, to make it happen. So you may see an opportunity show up in your inbox. Out of the blue, you get a referral. You get a new client. That is the work of the energy of money. That is the work of the universe, fulfilling your money request. It may show up as more customers, new ideas, connections, investments, you name it. Might even be a loan. It might be surprise money, found money. That's awesome. But it could be any number of things as the universe's way, as the energy of money's way of fulfilling your money request. So when you put out that request for money and a new opportunity shows up in your in-basket or at your doorstep, it doesn't matter where it comes from. Don't find yourself too busy to look into it. Don't find yourself, too important to give of yourself. Because the energy of money loves it when it can fulfill your money request in whichever way is for your purpose that is aligned with you. It's not about you doing nothing. It's about you in some way, in your way, giving service back to humanity. So what is it that you can give, that you can do? And that is the way that the universe will work for you. It could be, you're a speaker, you're a writer, you get these fantastic ideas, you're overfilled with confidence to get out there now. Maybe you're great at marketing, whatever it is. You create a new gadget, you disrupt something. That is the energy of money. Fulfilling your request, because you come to that. You want that from a place of bliss, from a place of gratitude, from a place of awesomeness. And that's how it shows up for you. So again, the art of the ask, we need to be authentic in our feelings. We need to be in alignment, our thoughts, our language, our feelings, our beliefs. Like what's behind those feelings, our beliefs. Remember, we cannot fool the energy of money. We can't say one thing and feel another. We can't covet and want that new, whatever, Tesla, and then tell ourselves, oh, I can't afford it, or what was I thinking, or I'm so stupid, and start putting ourselves down, believing that we are unworthy. So you can't fool the universe, you can't fool this energy of money. And then sometimes we realize those deep feelings need healing. We need to transform them. Remember, energy is transformed. Energy is conserved. What that means is it's not wasted. It's not, I'm done with it. It's not gone. It's transformed. It's changed into something else. And the idea is to change a dense, heavy feeling into a higher vibrational frequency. That's the transformation. And you will know that you transform that from that lightness of being within you, from the feeling that there's life happening in scenarios and you are just calm inside. Because there's a secret about our feelings, and that is they are meant to be felt. And a feeling will keep showing up, and you'll feel it again and again until you have transformed it. So if you're feeling something again, there's still work to be done. And then, of course, having gratitude, being thankful for what you have. Maybe you don't have the piles of money that you want. You're not in your dream home yet. Oh, you still see, that beautiful coat that you wanted still hanging in the shop. And the money isn't yet there. Be grateful for what you do have. Be grateful that you even have the desire, that you have thoughts, that you have ideas, that you have, a hot meal, that you have a warm bed, that you have a warm shower on a cool day, that you have a cool breeze on a hot day. Be thankful for what you do have, for your family, for the support that you do have, for friends in your life, for love in your life, for having a life. Be thankful for what you do have. And let that feeling of gratitude and joy carry you through that money request. It's coming, as long as you continue to believe and hold the vibration that it is done. So I know when I've made a money request, and I'm like, it's not up to me. I don't get to decide when the energy of money delivers that. My job is the desire of it, and the request of it, and the energy of it, and what I'm going to do, and my purpose. That's my job. And it's the universe's job. It's that energy of the universe, that energy of money that decides how and when this is going to show up. And so maybe it's not exactly when I want it. Like I want it today, and the energy of money says, well, what's today? I got a plan for you. And what I do in those moments is not give up on the energy of money and not trust that it didn't come when I said it should, or when I believed it should be. But I remind myself, when I hear that little voice starting to doubt, stop it immediately and say, you know what? The request still stands. It's out there. And I'm going to hold that, and it will show up. And I'll keep going about creating, keep looking at the opportunities that are before me, keep acting, keep believing, keep trusting. Continue to trust. Okay. I think this is a lot. And, the art of the ask, being in the present tense, being in alignment, this takes practice for sure. But know that it is possible for you when you elevate your frequency. Thank you.